I was wrong? What? I know, it's shocking that me, your god, was wrong. Honestly, I was wrong about No More Heroes. So No More Heroes 3 came out and everybody was like, oh, you need to play this series, it's awesome. You know, Suda52 or whatever his name is. You know, yo, this is amazing. And I was like, no fucking way I'm playing this game. The reason why is because I played the shitty spin-off, the No More Heroes, Travis Strikes Back, whatever it was. That was awful. It was back in my day when I used to review games on a website. I give it like 3 or something because that game was horrendous. It ran very badly, it looked awful, the gameplay was shit, the story was terrible, the whole game was just nonsense and it was not good. It was not a good game. And I even commented on one of the OJ's, from Spawncast. I commented on one of his tweets when he was like, oh yes, the No More Hero 3 is on top of selling, it's awesome. And I was like, oh, that game sucks. And he was like, you should play the mainline series. And guess what, OJ? I did. I caved in. I looked at it yesterday. I was like, look, I want to play it. I want to try it. Everybody says awesome. Let's give it a go. And I actually like it. I actually was quite shocked that I like this game because, as I say, terrible. The spin-off was terrible. But I seen this game on Wii. So if you don't know, No More Heroes is essentially this action game from Wii area. Where there was lots of wiggle going on. So that's what the whole battle system is like. But they remapped it onto like a normal controller because I think it actually came out on PS3 back in the day and stuff. So they have actually managed to translate the motion control into normal controls, and I think it controls quite well. So essentially you go around, you're a killer with like a lightsaber that you have to jerk off to power up, which is awesome, and you just go around and kill people in very brutal ways. I quite like the combat, though it's a lot of, it's like you have to block, slash, and then whenever you deal enough damage you do like a fatality of a way, like in Mortal Kombat, and you just swing the control or swing the controller or the thumbstick in the right direction, that shows you on the screen. So I quite like that. And there's lots of boss battles, and there's like a semi-open world, and you do lots of missions. And this game is jank. Let's be honest. This is not like a great game. I wouldn't say this is a 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, even 8 out of 10 game. I would say this is probably 7. I think it is perfect junk. That's what I would call it, perfect junk. I love janky games. There's some janky games that have such charm about them, and this is one of them. I think the world is very cool. I think the writing is meh, but the world is cool. Characters are wacky, and the combat is very over the top. If I were to kind of compare it to anything, it's Deadly Premonition. But again, do we really want to support this guy? I don't really know if we do. Suda hasn't came out, I think, with anything too bad. There's not much controversies about him, so I guess I feel a bit more comfortable giving him my money than what's his name? I shall insert his name here because I can't remember what his name was. But with Deadly Premonition 2 being very transphobic and stuff like that, so but just going back to Suda and No More Heroes. So this is that kind of jank, you know. The game is not necessarily great. It's bad in so many ways, but it's so creative, you know. You save by shitting, which I think it's it's quite cool. You know, you do like side missions where I have to like collect coconuts and stuff like that. So there's a lot of mini games, and you know, the world is quite barren because that's not what this game is really about. It's not about the open world. It's more about the the battles and the boss battles and stuff like that. But it has a charm to it. It's you know what it kind of reminds me of? Back in the day, I used to play lots of jank games. Being from Poland, you know, we got lots of like Czech Republic games and stuff, and they made some of the most fucking janky games ever. If you ever played Gothic, any of the Gothic games, they are so jank, but at the same time, they're so fucking good. It's because it's just this charm, this character, you know, comes out of it. It's kind of like with a car, you know, you can have a perfect, like, amazing looking car, but the really cool car is the one that's kind of janky, that, you know, has taken some beating. You know, some doors don't want to open properly, but you kind of love it. That's kind of what No More Heroes 3 is. It's kind of janky car that, even though it is janky, it's old, it looks horrible, you still love it. That's kind of how I would compare it. So I guess I was wrong, you know, saying that I will never play this series, and I don't want to give this man my money. He kind of scammed me out of the money for Travis Strikes Back, but he kind of earned my respect with this game. I'm loving it so far. I haven't completed it yet. I'm hoping to beat it soon, and then gonna play the second one and then find the third one. And who knows, I might do a full review of the franchise. Who knows? But I am really enjoying it. What I would say is, if you are unsure of this game, I would wait for a sale probably, because it's not the most amazing game you ever played, but it definitely has some character. It is very interesting concept. It's a world where assassins are just a normal profession, which I think is quite interesting. I very like the even though the graphics sucks, I like the aesthetic. Combat is quite impressive for the time. Even without the motion control, I think it feels good. And it's so over the top gory that I love it. Just like people just sliced in half, blood everywhere. Amazing. But anyway, that was kind of my quick rant about No More Heroes. Tell me, have you played the franchise? If you like it, if you dislike it, maybe you tried it as well and you hated it. Let me know in the comments down below. I really want to know. And yeah, you know, that's everything. Please subscribe, like it, and tell me what else should I talk about, because there's not much news going on lately. So if there's any games I should check out, any things that do you want me to talk about, just let me know. And see you next time. Bye.